Wow, this is some huge news, guys. I don't normally make videos like this, but this is something that I felt like I had to bring to your guys' attention. It could be smaller news than I'm making it out to be. It could be bigger news than I'm making it out to be. I really don't know what to think just yet. This is something that I've never dealt with before, and obviously I don't have a marketing degree or a business degree or anything like that, so I don't really understand what all of this means, but I'm going to do my best to try to explain what the heck's going on to you guys. Ninja Kiwi's been a private company for about 15 years since its start. Chris and Stephen Harris, they were brothers. They kind of made the company together. They made Bloons and Bloons Tower Defense games, and it kind of turned into a fairly large company. I think they have over 70 people working there at the moment. And that entire time, they were completely private. I would assume almost entirely run by those two people, and then the people under them. They're underlings, so to say. But this is going to be different. Ninja Kiwi is no longer going to be a private company. Now they are going to be part of a bigger conglomerate. I think that's the best way to put it. They are now officially owned by Modern Times Group. Now, I would... It's weird to say this, because whenever I see the word acquired, I'm not really sure what that means. Acquired, right? So, I looked it up. And what acquired means is that 51% of your stock or more is bought by another company. And that means they get 100% of the say in whatever the heck they want to do, because if you know how companies work, it's basically all the shareholders get to decide what to do with that company, right? And if you own 51% of the stock, even if 49% of the other people disagree with you, you still get to control that company. So it looks like Ninja Kiwi has been officially sold, or, on the other end, bought by Modern Times Group. This is MTG here. Now, this is going to be, again, I think a pretty big deal. Not sure how it's going to go down. I've never dealt with this before, but I think at the very least this is going to be pretty interesting. So I should mention that this is official news. This is not something that's made up or speculation or something like that. This is official. This is on Ninja Kiwi's blog. This is not made up. I can scroll down and you can read all of the words here that Ninja Kiwi's talking about. As well, you can read a PDF file or a post by Modern Times Group about how they talk about Ninja Kiwi and why they're a good investment to purchase. So today I guess I just want to touch really quick on kind of a few of those things and how it kind of is going to affect the future of Ninja Kiwi or Bloons in general. For most people, it probably won't matter much. Games are probably going to come out, things like that. But it could be big news for a couple reasons. First of all, Battles 2. It's planning on coming out, right? Now, there was always speculation on, well, when? And I told you guys in my previous Battles video, I think it's going to come out this year, and I think it's going to come out in summer, all right? Or maybe June-ish. That was my kind of quoted time. Well, it's now official that Modern Times Group thinks Battles is going to come out this year. So that doesn't mean it's going to come out in June, but they did say it's official this year. We're not waiting till 2022. It's happening in 2021. So that's big news already. They've already released that information. That means they've got some inside track into Ninja Kiwi already. They bought them. They probably understand why they bought them. And Battles 2 is probably their big thing and the big reason why they wanted to acquire them. So I guess the best thing that I can do is kind of just go over the article, kind of explain what everything means in general, and then I'm going to go into Modern Times Group and talk about them a little bit and what this could possibly mean for, normally it would almost be called like a merger, but it's not really a merger in this case. It's literally like a buy, or sell, buy kind of transaction, at least as far as I understand how it works. So let's talk about this. When we started 15 years ago, we built something really special at Ninja Kiwi. They've only been around for 15 years. That's kind of crazy. They grew up in Stephen's spare bedroom, right? I mean, ridiculous. So they built Ninja Kiwi into this fairly large thingamabob where they have a lot of people that worked there for 6 years, more than 10 years, and they've got fans in the 10-year-plus club too. I would be one of those people. I feel special right now, right? I've been playing Bloons games for over 10 years, for sure, and making videos on them for over 10 years. So I think this is kind of important to understand. This paragraph here as well is one of the things we try to do over the years is try to make sure that our energy is put into things that we do best. We're good at making games, and we're pretty great at running the business that we believe we're an industry-leading, and we believe we're industry-leading in our community management and player support. I would totally 100% agree with that. They're really, really, really good at support. If there's something wrong, you can literally directly email Ninja Kiwi, and they will have a person get back to you and tell you, yes, no, maybe so, or we will fix that. And that is fan-frickin-tastic. Almost no other gaming companies do that, like, at all. So that is one thing that I really, really am proud of with Ninja Kiwi. And they said that these things won't change. I don't know how they can guarantee that, but that's what they're saying. These things won't change. But now they're bringing up the things that they're not so good at, which is mostly they're not very good at marketing or advertising. In fact, I have heard this recently, we don't have a single marketing person on staff after so many years of doing this. That's pretty wild. If you really think about like a gaming company, guys, this is freaking insane. Not having a marketing person at all. You want to know who their marketing people are? I'm their marketing person. I basically do it for free for them, right? And that's why they kind of want to be nice to us, right? I mean, they're not amazingly nice to us, but they're pretty nice to us anytime we need any help or anything. YouTubers are the people that get their game out there, show off their game. YouTube is their free marketing. They make sure that that can go out there, and then boom, everybody sees their game, everybody downloads their games, and everybody plays their games. So that's what they've been doing for a while. So they think that they could do a better job of marketing, or this new company thinks they're going to market Bloons better. That's pretty interesting. Now, this is even more interesting. They didn't have a marketing person, but another area that BTD Battles players are going to get pretty excited about is esports. Now, I've been trying for so long to make Battles literally a competitive game. I used to host competitions. I probably hosted the first ever real competitions for Bloons Tower Defense Battles. I did it for BTD Battles Flash version. That's insane. All right, I was doing it with Excel and putting people in manually and everything. It was only going to be 8 16-player tournaments, but that's all the people that wanted to play at that point. So MTG also owns ESL and DreamHack, making it the largest esports company in the world. So Ninja Kiwi, who is now owned by this company, is owned by a conglomerate that also owns the largest esports company in the world. That could easily mean that Bloons TD Battles 2 will not only be esports, but a big esports game. This is really weird, because Bloons is kind of casual. It's not super ridiculously intense, but it can be. For the pro players, for the expert players, if they balance the game properly, you can have some really interesting plays. And that is why this is kind of exciting. It could be a very cool esports type game here, and it could be pretty big. Again, just exciting for me in general. So we love the highly competitive nature of battles to be played out in front of audiences of fans. Imagine the awesomeness. That is really cool. I mean, I'm pretty shy and stuff like that, but like if I got invited to come to a BTD Battles tournament to show off and play in front of people, I'd be so stressed out, first of all, but I think that'd be really, really cool. So that is big news all around here. So this is all the stuff that we've gotten from Ninja Kiwi. They're just saying, yes, they're willing to grow and all that stuff, but this is, quote-unquote, wrote by Chris and Steven here, the creators of Ninja Kiwi, and I don't know if they're stepping out. I don't know if they're done with Ninja Kiwi and they're just gone, or if they're taking a back-end approach and they're taking the money and they still want to have control over how Ninja Kiwi is ran. I don't know all of those details. Only people that are going to know that are the insiders at Ninja Kiwi or Modern Times Group. That's the only people that would know that. So that's not information that I can tell you about at all, but you can think about it for yourself. So I think the biggest question now is, who is this company? What is MTG? So do you guys remember how I said that Ninja Kiwi was a private company before? That was true. But it's no longer a private company. This is now going to be part of a public stock company. So let's just read this out loud really quick. Modern Times is a digital entertainment company based in Stockholm, Sweden. So it's not a random Chinese shill company or something like that. This is in Stockholm, Sweden. Seems pretty straightforward. And they've been around since 1997. They've got a stock price, so you can literally buy stock in this company who owns Ninja Kiwi, essentially buying stock in Ninja Kiwi or stock in Bloons if so inclined. Not saying you need to do that, but you could do something like that, especially if you think Battles 2 is going to be a big thing. I might dabble. I'm just saying. Might buy a stock or two, just for fun. But yeah, they're based in Stockholm, Sweden. And they're a gaming company who owns some gaming companies. Not only gaming companies, but just gaming company sort of oriented things. For example, you guys might have heard of Congregate. Congregate was my favorite Flash game place to play Flash games back in the day. And they've sort of evolved now into not just a Flash game company, but also a mobile game company. And they have a bunch of mobile games right now. So I decided to actually go to Congregate's Wikipedia, look at all their top games, which was about 25, 30 games, and I wanted to see what kind of games Congregate was coming out these days. I personally hadn't heard of any of them, but I'm not a huge mobile gamer where I play a bunch of random games, but all of them seem very fair, pretty highly ranked, pretty highly regarded as decent games and all that. So it doesn't mean that if you're owned by MTG, you're automatically going to be one of those crappy gaming companies that are money hungry. I wanted to just let you guys know that. They also bought InnoGames, which I know nothing about. I have not looked into that, but they are a German video game developer. Kind of the same thing. Don't have much opinions on that. They also started doing a lot of other things here. You can tell there's a lot going on. They, even in 1 year, they're buying things, they're selling things, they're doing a lot of weird stuff here. And then the other thing that I've heard of was Zoom In TV. Not sure what that matters here, but they do own 51%. Did own 51% of Zoom In, and then they went all the way to 100% of Zoom In, and they officially own that entirely. So this isn't necessarily super duper important information, but I thought it was really, really interesting information. This is all from MTG's release statement, basically, about why they think that Ninja Kiwi is a good buy. Because they bought Ninja Kiwi for a lot of money. So, this is just kind of telling you why they bought them. Bought them from Chris and Stephen Harris. They've got 25 games, at least. Really, it's more than that, but sure. And they are, quote-unquote, a highly profitable market leader in a tower defense genre, with gross revenues in 2020 for New Zealand 56 million. So if you ever wanted to know how much money Ninja Kiwi made in 1 year in 2020, 56 New Zealand dollars. I don't know what that translates into American dollars or U.S. dollars, but that's got to be pretty freaking close to $56 million. That's crazy. And they came from purchase of games and in-game purchases. That kind of makes sense. Now, another interesting thing. The upfront consideration of approximately $203 million in New Zealand money on a cash and debt-free basis to be paid out to Chris and Stephen Harris for Ninja Kiwi. Holy crap. Dude, that's awesome. Good for them. They built a company in 15 years that went from $0 to worth $203 million. Now, some people might say that they're selling out or something like that, but if they don't want to be in the business anymore, that's fine. They don't have to be. If you created something that you are happy with and you no longer like it or you no longer enjoy it anymore, it's completely okay to get out, and I respect that. At the same time, I don't know the rules. I said this earlier. I don't know if they're still going to be a part of the company, but they might have less say, or if they still are 100% part of the company and it doesn't really matter that this is happening. I don't know, but they get paid a salary instead. I don't know. All those intricate little details are, of course, something that I could not possibly know at this point. I'm a lowly YouTuber. I'm not up there with these guys and understand what's going on. But all of this is obviously happening, like, today. This has literally happened all today. This is not from a week ago or a month ago or a year ago. This is happening today, and that's why I had to get this information out for you guys. A couple important notes. MTG sees continued growth opportunities and synergies through Ninja Kiwi's game titles and Bloons IP. Ninja Kiwi's strong competence within game development may also be combined with MTG's deep knowledge of free-to-play games, the free-to-play game genre. Looks like they want Ninja Kiwi to be all free-to-play games. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, kind of a mix. BT6 I thought was very fair for $15 on Steam, or $10 on Steam, and $5 on mobile. with some free-to-play stuff in the middle. If they turn it completely free-to-play, could be more of a negative aspect to the game, causing us to, as normal players, be forced to pay money to get things in the game, instead of using things like monkey money or playing with skill or knowledge or experience. Doesn't mean that that's going to happen, but it's at least a little bit scary. One other thing to keep in mind, as far as I understand, again, not as a business person or anything like that, with no business degree or any business knowledge whatsoever, besides the fact that I am technically a business as a YouTuber, MTG acquires 100% of the shares of Ninja Kiwi. As far as I understand it, Ninja Kiwi didn't really have shares before, but now they own 100% of Ninja Kiwi. I think. The last thing to note is this. The acquisition of Ninja Kiwi is conditional upon receipt of regulatory approvals, and completion is expected in Q2 of 2021. So that's very soon. Literally could be in a week. I think Q2 starts in April 1st. So every 3 months, I think, is a quarter, right? So that means that between April and roughly June, they're hoping to take over Ninja Kiwi. You probably won't see huge changes just like that. You would assume that all Ninja Kiwi employees will keep their jobs and kind of be able to do their own Ninja Kiwi things. But again, this is all new and scary to me. I will tell you that the reason why I made this video is because I was mostly a little scared, a little confused. I was like, why is this happening? You know, Ninja Kiwi's always been good to me. Why would I want anything to change? Now they're owned by a new company that I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're going to change the games. I don't know if they're going to have a new plan for how they want these games to go through. I don't know if they're going to be money hungry or make these free-to-play games that are only pay-to-win kind of a system. These are all scary things to think about. You would assume and you would hope that everything is going to go smooth and everything's going to be fantastic, and then Bloons is going to be the best game ever, and there's going to be esports for it, and there's going to be awesome new content that now they can market to new people, and everybody's going to be playing Bloons, and it's going to be amazing. Those are all great thoughts. But also, there's that scary thought of, what if none of that happens, and all of it's really bad, and they ruin battles too? How could you do such a thing? How could you do? Ninja Kiwi already almost ruined Battles 1, but, like, what if they do that to Battles 2 as well? That would be terrible. So, this is actually a much longer video than I thought. Those are my basic thoughts on this thing going on. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you think about this. And if you have any more information, feel free to share it. Thanks so much, and have a super duper delicious day.